going to give you an example of how to create a gang sheet for printing purposes for a DTF print. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to create the size of the gang sheet that I want. In this particular case, my DTF print started at 22 inches. I'm going to go to create design. I'm going to go down to custom size. I'm going to change the PX, the pixel, into inches. I'm going to go for the width, which is 22, and my largest print is 60. I'm going to hit create design. Now, once this is up, it may not look like it, but it is 22 inches by 60 inches, which is 5 feet. And to create the gang sheet, this is what I'm going to do. I already have some stuff in here. I'm going to use this. And I'm going to resize this box. I'm going to go to position. As you can see, that image is already large. I don't need it that large. And if I did want it that large, I still can have a lot of space right here. I can still just drop it, but I don't need it to be that large. So I'm going to go to 11. Now, one thing that I want you to remember is the width. The width is 11 by 11. I made that box 11 by 11. So I'm just going to bring that into the image. And there it is. That is my 11 by 11. So if I am doing 22 inches across, I could also add another image on the side. And just for the purposes, I'm going to duplicate it and slide it over. That is 2 images. 11 by 11 equals 22 inches across. Okay. So I may want to use different images doing my gang sheet. So I'm going to just do 3 of these. Drop it right here. Because you don't have to use the same image on gang sheets. You can put any image that you want to on a gang sheet. And I'm just going to add in artwork on here and show you how to gang it up. So I'll use this. I'll change the position of it, change the size of it, go back down to position and do 11. And you can do the height as big. You can do the image as big as you want. So if you were to say you wanted to do a tablecloth, and the standard size that I use for a tablecloth is 18 inches wide by 14 or 15 inches. So if this were to be a tablecloth, I can very well just go in here and put 18 inches wide, and I'd say 15s because I want it to fit in front. Drop that right there. That's your tablecloth image that can be printed on DTF, and you can just press it. So it's really up to what you're printing that you can do the gang sheets. It doesn't have to be all the same size. You can do the gang sheets are also good for front and back t-shirts for a side pocket and a full print. I'm going to show you how to do those as well. So I can leave that right there, or I can go here and I can resize it to fit all of my images. If they're for all t-shirts, your width, you don't want no bigger than 11 inches anyway. If it's for a small to extra large. If you want a bigger shirt, say a 2X to a 4X shirt, you can always come in here and change the width and add that to your gang sheet for your large sizes. Or if you have kid shirts, you can make it smaller. Do a 7.5 by 8 or a 7.5 by 9 for a kid shirt. And that's on the width. So you can add as much as you want to on this gang sheet. I'm going to change it, and I'll do 11 by 12. And then I'm just going to go in here, click on it, double click, and I'm going to bring that image inside of that box. Click it. That's it. Here's my size image. You also need to make it bigger so that you can ensure that the designs are not touching each other, because you do want to save space to cut the image out. But I can move this to the edge and move it up as much as possible. I can do another image. It doesn't, like I say, it doesn't have to be the same images. You can do as much as you want to. I'm going to change this to 11. And I can leave the length as as that size, and just hit enter if I need to use that, and just bring that on over. And let's move it over and down. If I needed to leave it just like that, It's not touching that side. Bam. The image is there. So you can put whatever size you want on the game sheet, guys. And fill it up because you still got all this space. So right now you have 5 images already loaded on there. You still got a lot of space. If you want to do side pocket images, bring that in. I am going to edit this photo, take the background out. You see all this space right here. Now I'm going to position it. Change the size. Say I want to do a side pocket, then I would do 4 inches, enter, and 3.5, enter. Click on that, and I'm going to bring it in. Go up. See how big all that space was? I'm just going to bring it in. So now it's the size that I wanted. Maybe make it a little bigger to fit. Drop it in there. Click on. It's the size that I need it to be. Now up here, this could be a front side pocket. I could do 4 shirts. I can put 4 of those, maybe 8 in that spot. So I'll just click over here, hit duplicate. I'll do that 3 or 4 times, and whatever I don't need, I'll just erase. It makes it easier to just duplicate the image. So I'll just go bring it over. You can go over a little bit more. I just need a little bit of space to so that they're not touching each other. Because I'm just gonna cut it once my print is done. I'm just gonna cut it out and press. So I'm gonna move it just a little. And again, always open it up because sometimes it may look like it's touching and it's not. So I'm just gonna move it down a little. Move these over a little. Now I can give it space. I always fill in my spaces as well, guys, just to be able to get as much as I need on the gang sheet. So right now I have 6 side pockets for the front of the shirt. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 images for full cover images. These are for the front of the shirt. And now I can put something on the back of the shirt. And I'll just look over here. I'm just looking at what I already have in my so say this was a front and back shirt. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna duplicate one. So say this is going on the front and the back. I'll just make it a little larger. Hit the position button, 8.5. So I'll do 10 by 10. That's a good size for the back. And take this up. So I really could make this a bigger. Let's see. Because you want it to fit in that box. So I can make that bigger if I needed to. Not the actual image, but the box. This is where I'm pulling it from. This is the image on the outside. So I'll just drop it in. Still not quite 8.5. But I made the box 10 by 10. So I can get this image as close as possible. Bam, 10 by 10. There it is. Drop that right there. That's 1. So I have 6 right here. I can very well get 6 more of these on here. So duplicate. I don't know where these images came from, guys. I just have them in here. I don't know if I saved them or what, but this is definitely not one of my images or my artwork. None of this artwork is mine. I'm not the owner of any of this artwork. I'm just using it for demonstration. So I'll put that over there. Bring that over here. So we got 4 so far, and I very well can put 2 more down there. Duplicates. So there I have 6 images. I'm going to move that up. I'll move that over like so. Bam. So it's not touching. Now I still have a lot of spaces. Now see, I'm not going to use that one. I'm just going to erase it. So I still have a lot of empty spaces in here that I can fill in with something. Say I want to put a name tag inside of my shirt. Bam, here we go. I'll use this. There's a name tag. I'll go to position and position it to 3 by 3. Just for the sake of size, click on it and bring it in. Bring it in right here. Let me see what I'm doing. I'm going to do it this way. So there it is. Image is done. That's 3 by 3 right there. So I could take this and fill in spots. That's so here it is. So I could just click this, duplicate, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to fill in the spaces that it'll fit in. So I've made some right here, right here, right here. I already have about, I'm able to do about 6 on here already. And I still have a lot more spaces to fill. So you see how much you can get onto this in your empty spaces. So right here, I have enough to name logos for the back of my shirt to do these 6 shirts. And I can still fill in blanks. So I'll have enough neck tags to do all of my shirts. So here it is right here, guys. For my gang sheets, 22 by 60 is $50. But look how many you got on that sheet. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shirts front and back. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got about 12 images on here. That's 3, 5, and 6. So no, you have 11 images, but in that space, you also got your name tags. So there it is. You got 6 transfers. You can do 6 t-shirts and you've already made close to $150 just on those 6 shirts, depending on how you're pricing and stuff like that. And then you have all of this. So your profit will be good on this. Full color, long as you have it sized in right. And remember, like I said, all of these empty spaces you can fill in. So you don't have any spaces left on here. I could actually fit this one right here because it still won't be touching anything when I load it in. Not touching nothing. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I very well have room to put 2 more. Or however many. You can add as many as you need to fill in the spaces. You don't want to leave spaces because that's all prints. So you definitely getting your money's worth. Or you can just load up one of these sheets for your neck tags and get about 100 and something tags. And you don't have to worry about that for 100 shirts. So you got it. All of that space you fill in. So all of here, you can fill in all of these spaces as a gang sheet. You may have more side pocket shirts. You can very well put a couple of more on here. You got space. Anywhere in this artboard that's empty, you can fit something in. That can be your print. Again, we got different sizes. This is if I remove this, you can probably get, this is 11. This is, what was I say, 18 by 16. You can put 3 or more shirts right here on this if they're regular 11 by 11s. So just think about that as well. So this is what you need to do in order to save this. So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to hit download. Now this is what you need to know. Just click transparent background and download. It's going to save it to your computer. Then you're going to come back over here and go to your upload. Find the file. Mine will be here in download. Click on the file. Wait, before I click on this file, I've saved it. Now I'm going to start another artboard. I'm going to go to home because I don't want to use that same one. I'm going to create a design again. Custom size. I already have it right here in my recent designs. I'm going to click on that. It's going to give me another artboard. I'm going to go over to my uploads. Upload file. Now, and I'm using this in Canva just to show a lot of you all how to do it in Canva. If you are a professional and you're you have some design skills and you use Photoshop, it can be done the same way in Photoshop or Illustrator or Flexi or whatever. But I'm just showing you. So you don't necessarily have to use this to do a gang sheet. You can use any program that allows you to bring in images and create. I'm showing this because most of my students use Canva. So I'll just hit the design, open it up. It's going to load up in here. After it finished loading, because it already has a transparent background, that's exactly what I need it to be. I'm going to click on it, and here's my design. Go to properties, and I'm going to change this to 60 and 22. Bam. And I'm going to just drop this. I brought in 2 by mistake, guys, so don't mind me. Bring that right there. Everything is here. I'm going to go back over here because it's already a transparent background and I need this to be printed. I'm going to hit download. I'm going to change this, and it says best for printing. PDF print, best for printing. That's what I want it to be. It says RGB, best for digital use. I definitely don't want to use that. I need CMYK for best for professional printing. And I'm going to hit download. And that is my design. So once I create that gang sheet, if I were to order, go to my website, let me go back. I'm just going to show you guys. I would go to my website, hit you say it, it prints. Here it is. Click on here, go down to upload my images. Here's my custom DTFs. I'm going to hit 22 by 60. First, I'm going to hit view full details, because there's where my upload image is right here. I'm going to click on there, and I'm going to upload my image. This is my image. It's already ready. Wait a minute. Untitled. Open. There it is right there. Okay. Go back to my website. That was something that I didn't do. So I'm going to fix that. Here's my website again. PNG file. Bam. And then I'll just add to cart and check out. And that will be it. That is how you do a gang sheet, and that is how you order. And I'm going to stop the video.